and stunning.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Wow.
you.
So how have you been? When was the procedure done? Just remind me.
December 4, 2021. It's 1
December.
year already.
So a little bit over a year.
Mhm.
And how much weight have you lost approximately?
45 pounds.
Oh my God, 45 pounds. So what's interesting is the last time we spoke, which was approximately 7-8 months ago, you were at, I remember you were at around 32 pounds, and you've lost an additional 13-14 pounds.
Yeah, because I am, follow eating good. Also, I am doing Pilates and I am doing cardio.
Incredible. That's wonderful. So let me ask you this. What do you think accounts for your success? I mean, I look at you, you're always a stunningly beautiful woman, but now you look literally 15 years younger.
No.
What is the secret of your success, and how can others channel this or use this in order to get the same results as you are getting?
Now, doctor, that I hear, because now like the procedure is on fashion. I hear a lot of people talking about that. I guess I was ahead.
Yeah, you were.
And when I see myself with other people, with other doctors, I think the main thing is you were really honest from the beginning. What do you need from me? If I was sure that I want to do that, that was just not the procedure. If I have to change, I have to follow, with you guys, with when I need help. And I did exactly what you told me to do. I follow every instruction that you gave me.
Okay. So what would you say to people that want to lose weight, but are afraid that they don't have the willpower? Is this something that's magic, or is this something that you have to work at? And is this something that you have discipline with?
It's not magic, but it's not hard. Okay. I don't lipo, I don't diet, I did HCG, name it. I try everything. I was like, okay, that's it. I gain weight and it's nothing I can do. It's not magic, but it's easier than other procedure and other things. But you have to understand that you have to switch a little bit in your mind that you are going to change a little bit. You have to follow and listen your body, well, because you really feel full. And you have to listen to your body when your body and your stomach and your mind is telling you full. I've been in places that is a lot of food, delicious food. My husband is a chef.
Yes, I do.
But when I said, okay, that's it, I am full, and I can see a cake, I can be ice cream, and it's not like, oh my God, I want it. No, it's like, I am full, I don't want more. That's it. I feel satisfied.
That's interesting. Now, what do you say to people that let's say in a similar situation, when they see the food, that they cannot control themselves, even though they know that if they overeat, it's going to hurt or it's going to stretch the sleeve?
They have to understand that something that helped me too is like, doctor, I look good. I want to keep, you have to remind yourself, you have to work with yourself. Okay, if your body is telling you full and you don't want more, then use other tactic. Look, I look good. Really, I want to give up this. I look good. My clothes look good. Everybody's telling you look good. You look younger. Everybody, the first thing, oh, you didn't lose your hair. I said, no. Oh, your skin is not saggy. Your body is tight. I am like, yes, but when you hear that, this have to be your motivation. If you don't listen your body that is telling you full, and you see a lot of food and you want more, then you have to think, oh, I look good. I want to keep looking good.
So I understand what you're saying. So a lot of people are very concerned about losing too much weight, losing hair, having a lot of sagging skin. And what I try to explain to them that no, I can't give you 100% guarantee that it's not gonna happen with our procedure, but it's extremely rare with our procedure. It's something that happens frequently with the surgical procedures, either with the surgical sleeve or with the gastric bypass. And the reason it happens over there is because they lose 100, 150, 200 pounds, number one. And number two, with the surgical procedures, very frequently, the absorption of nutrients from the small intestine is affected, and people get into nutritional deficiencies that lead to those problems. That never happens with our procedure.
And also, you know, I learned with I was with the help from the office, like how to eat and all this thing. Like if you eat something that is good for you, that you have all the nutrients that you need. I really love your shake. Okay. When I am in a hurry, I always have the shake. My husband go to the gym, he loves the shake, and I drink the probiotics. Your probiotics are amazing. I bought to my mom. I mean, doctor, is like, you know, you really have to, this is not magic, but this work. But you also have to put a little bit, you know, to your mind there, and to put a little bit of effort.
I appreciate you saying that. So a lot of people, unfortunately, even though I tell them how important it is to do the nutritional counseling, a lot of people choose to forego that aspect of it. Could you explain to our listeners and our viewers, how important do you think the nutritional counseling was? Was it a big part of the success? Did it really matter? Just give me an idea, please.
Matter, because, you know, they were asking me, what are you eating? Can you tell me? I remember the first or the second time that I met with them. The first time they told me, the next time that we meet, I want you to have a diary of what you eat. And then, you know, maybe I think I am doing something right, but they are telling me, look, you can change this, you can change that. This is better for you. Don't pass this calorie. In one point, I was losing too much weight. And I was like, just keep it here, keep it there. It's really important because it's a guidance of what you are doing. You cannot do, you know, change completely alone. And this is something I like about you. You always keep calling, asking. Doesn't matter for who I am, you know, because I the other day I was in the supermarket and I was coming from do my Pilates without makeup, nothing. And one girl was like, Nilda. I said, yes. Oh, I went to Dr. Batash. I lost 25 pounds. I feel so good. And I went because of you. I said, really? She was a young girl. She was so happy. And it's like, you know, it's not because it's me. It's because I know how you are in the office and how you take care of the patient and how you are really honest. Everybody that go to you, you know, they love Natasha. They love you. You know, everybody in the office. That everybody follow, telling you every step that you have to do it. And the nutritional consultation is really important.
So that's, you know, I want to reinforce that because multiple studies show that one of the most important factors of success with these endoscopic weight loss procedures is the ability to continue with the nutritional counseling. In general, people who don't use the nutritional counseling don't even come close to doing as well as the people who do. So I personally think, and I think you've confirmed it tonight, I think that the nutritional counseling is an extremely important part of the success of this procedure and long-lasting success of this procedure. I want to ask you a question. So a lot of patients are very afraid of that first day. In other words, on the day when you do the procedure. Was it scary? How did you feel? Because, you know, obviously, you know, it has to be a little bit scary. The procedure is done under general anesthesia. And you really have to depend and trust your doctor to do the right thing for you because you're asleep. How did you respond that first day before the procedure, What was your experience right after the procedure? Could you tell us, please?
I was not scared because I knew you did all the possible tests that you can do. This is how I find out that my sugar was up, that my pressure was a little bit up, and you did all the blood work, everything that you can do. Then I met the anesthesia doctor, and I feel really good too. Again, Dr. Batash, I did exactly why every one of the nurse and the people in your office told me to do. Okay, you guys are really clear how you have to prepare yourself. If you prepare yourself like you are telling me to do it, I was like a normal procedure. I was in the morning. My husband left me there at 7 a.m. I think I was the first one.
Yes.
I wake up like 1 hour after the procedure. I walk, I drink water. You were sure that I pee, I didn't throw out. You were sure about everything. And then like 1:30, 1:45, one friend came. She got me. I came. I was not on pain. I don't like pills, but you explained to me, Nilda, I know you maybe can be resistant to pain, but you can have pain. Drink the pill, because after you start feeling pain and you drink the pill, maybe it won't help you like it's supposed to help you. And again, I did what you told me to do. You called me maybe like 5 or 6 p.m. to check how I was. And you told me, can you please walk around your house? I went, I walk around my house. I was a little like sleepy, but believe me, I was not in pain. I was nothing, major. Was after you have a procedure, but that's it. I follow everything with the food, the liquid, when I start eating like puree, but was nothing like, I was the true doctor. I was not in pain.
Good. So I usually tell the patients that the recovery from this procedure takes about 2 to 3 days. That it's very different from the recovery from the surgical sleeve, which takes about a month.
Mm-hmm.
The first 2 to 3 days after the procedure, was it very difficult?
No, I went on Sunday. I was okay. I went to church. On Monday, I went to work.
Okay, great.
And I did the procedure December 4th. That was a Friday. And December 31st, I went on vacation. I went to San Thomas, and I was watching what I eat. I follow what you told me to do, but I was able to take a plane to go on vacation to
Right.
keep it up with my life.
So I just want to let you know that a lot of our patients come in from out of state.
Mm-hmm.
We literally have patients from Las Vegas, Nevada, from California, from Portland, Washington, from Florida, from the middle of the country, from Massachusetts, from Vermont. We recently had a patient from Canada. We had a patient from Dubai and Puerto Rico. And, a lot of patients, they fly in. I ask them to stay for about 3 or 4 days to make sure that everything is okay. And then on the 3rd or 4th day, they fly home.
Yeah.
So this is something that's a reality. This is something that can be done. And just because you're not in New York, it's, that's not something that should stop you from doing the procedure. Nilda, a lot of patients are very scared when I tell them that for the first 6 weeks, they're not allowed to have any solid food. They're afraid that they're going to starve. And when I tell them you cannot have any solid food, a lot of patients interpret that to mean that they have to be on a liquid diet for 6 weeks. Is this true?
No. You can do like a puree. You can do like put everything in the blender and eat what, you are really good. You give a list, what you're supposed to do. You give a lot of ideas of things that you can do. and you can cook and you can puree and you can blend and all these things. You eat just that, you know, from this 6 week, you have to be like a puree blender. You know, for me was good even now sometime. I didn't know you can do now in the winter. I used a lot of the things that I was doing in the beginning, I was doing now because it's good, it's delicious, and it's nutritional.
Okay. You know, Nilda, I want to ask you, so some people ask me, how long or what is, how durable is the sleeve, and is it going to still be around 20 years from now? And obviously the answer is we don't know, because this procedure's only been around for 7 years. So my question to you is this: if I were to take the sleeve away from you at this point, do you think that you would continue with your excellent result because you've now acquired really good habits that have become a normal part of your life? So if I took your sleeve away right now, what do you think would happen to you?
I think I got used to. I have enough time to get used to change my life. Like, you know, I go to the gym, things that I didn't do before. I have a lot of energy. You know, now I am more conscious about what I eat, and maybe because was this first 6 week that you really, you know, you know now, okay, this is good for me. I was eating that little and I don't feel hungry. I feel good. I feel with a lot of energy. And then you realize like you feel better. You don't need all this. And sometimes now I see everybody, oh, the food is so expensive. And I am like, but we don't need a lot of food. You know, for me, it's like, I see now, like, look, I don't need, my husband said, you are the perfect date, because I am like, I cannot eat a plate for myself. You know, I don't drink a lot. I have a glass of wine, 2 glasses of wine. You know, I eat a little bit. I say, oh, I am full. And it's not show. It's like, I said, I am full. I have enough. This is why I am so happy that I didn't do the balloon. Because you know, I wasn't like I gained too much weight, and was not my pregnancy, was something on me. I let her go. I let it go, and I knew with 6 months won't be enough with the balloon.
Correct.
You know,
I agree with you.
this time now was enough for me to say, you know what, I feel good, I changed, I know what I eat now. And doctor, is every last Thursday I have a get together here. You know, my husband cook, and they were watching me. Really, you don't want more? I said, no, I am full, I am okay. Oh, but you look so good. They were like, you look good, you this, you that. Oh, let me see your belly. I said, yeah, look. It's like, I think it's not just that you feel good, is people is telling you, oh, you look good. And this feeling is nice too.
So what's interesting about this endoscopic procedure, this endoscopic weight loss, is that unfortunately, until these endoscopic methods came about, essentially, the only people that we could help out were the morbidly obese, people whose BMI was greater than 40. And unfortunately, they're not the only people who need help. People who have mild obesity, people who have moderate obesity, people who are just overweight, they need help too. And these people were being ignored. And I think that with these endoscopic procedures, we are no longer ignoring those people, because a person who is overweight today, a person who has mild obesity today, if we don't help that person when she asks for that help, tomorrow or 6 months from now, the person with mild obesity turns into severe or morbid obesity, and then it becomes much, much harder to help. These procedures allow a much greater number of people to be helped. And the idea is that we want to help somebody get the weight off or maintain their weight before they get much, much worse, where it becomes more and more difficult. And as a person gets bigger and bigger, they get diabetes, they get high blood pressure, they get heart disease, they have fatty liver, they have sleep apnea, they destroy their joints, their lower spine, their knees, their hips. And I think that these procedures offer hope and a lot of help to people who, as recently as 3, 4, 5 years ago, had no one to help them. And that's what I think makes them so special. You know, what's interesting as well is that a lot of patients who qualify for surgery, a lot of patients are afraid or terrified of surgery. And very frequently when people come to me and I tell them, listen, you should probably get surgery because they have a very, very high BMI. And you know what they tell me? Doctor, I am terrified of surgery. I will never get surgery. And they tell me it's either you or nothing. And this allows us, you know, if before of all the people who were eligible for surgery, only 1% took advantage of it. Now, when we offer, in addition to surgery, these endoscopic weight loss methods, the number of people that are able to get help, that number keeps going up and up and up. And we hope that percentage to be 10% very soon. That will be the first step. And that will be really, really exciting. One of the beautiful things of this procedure is that we're not bound by any rules. You know, it's between the patient and her doctor. Okay. So for example, with surgery, unless your BMI is 42, they're not even going to talk to you. With us, we have no rules. And I think that if a person needs help and if a person's health will benefit from the procedure, I will do the procedure. And I think it's really important. I can't tell you how many patients I've helped, people who were taking a lot of medications with diabetes, a lot of medications for their high blood pressure. And we either completely eliminate the need for these medications or we significantly decrease the dosage of the medication that the patient requires. When patients lose weight, the fat in the liver just literally melts away. Fatty liver disease is one of the biggest causes of liver cirrhosis in the world right now. And I think we finally come to the realization that obesity is really a huge pandemic and it's one of the greatest evils that mankind faces nowadays. I think that on the one hand, we're very lucky to be living in this day and age because as opposed to 20, 30, 40 years ago, I don't think that anybody's starving anymore. But unfortunately, we now have access to almost unlimited food. And we're discovering that unlimited food, which leads to obesity, can do very bad things to us. I think that if we control our weight, we will control the high blood pressure, we control the diabetes, and this, our heart disease. We don't destroy our hips and our knees. We don't get fatty liver, and we can live more productive, healthy lives and much longer lives. And, you know, as my grandmother used to say, you're no good to anybody unless you're healthy. If somebody else has to take care of you, then you can't help anybody else. But if you want to take care of your family, people that you love, the first thing that you need in your life is you have to be a little bit selfish. You have to have your health. And the way to have your health is to take the weight off and to be at a very healthy weight. I have a question for you.
Okay.
How does your husband deal with your looking 15 years younger?
Well, he went to the gym. He lost weight too.
How much weight did he lose? He's a very handsome man, your husband. That's the only way he could have gotten such a beautiful woman as you.
No, he lost, you know, he lost like, well, he was almost he's 6'2". He was like 280.
Right.
He went now like 235.
Wow. Nice.
Well, he goes to the gym every day, and basically we eat the same.
Okay.
He is like with me, like he wants to help me, and you know, it's like I eat, he doesn't overweight. Of course it's harder for him because he just go to the gym, but you know that for men it's also easier to lose weight than for women.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, you know, it's interesting. Most men, myself included, but no more. Now I'm on board. But most men don't realize how much harder it is for a woman to manage her weight than it is for a man.
Yeah.
I will tell you that for women, there are three things that work against them. Number one, you menstruate when you're younger once a month. Your hormone levels go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. That can't make it easy to you know, watch your weight. That's number one. Number two, when a woman has children, her metabolism typically starts to slow down, and that makes it harder. And number three, when a woman reaches the perimenopausal age, the metabolism doesn't just slow down, it just drops off the cliff. It is literally 10 times harder for women to maintain their weight than it is for men. And hopefully we'll educate the men and they will understand that better. I can tell you that myself, you know, right now I eat about a third of what I used to eat about 10 or 15 years ago, and this is the heaviest I've ever been. And that's natural. My metabolism is slowing down. I would love to eat the way my boys eat. They're 23 and they're 22. They're taller than their father. They're skinny. They're muscular. But if I ate the way they eat, I would be 400 pounds. So it's important to understand that as we age, our metabolism slows down and we have to adjust how much we put into ourselves.
Yeah, we have to, you know, it's harder, but you can do it. You know, it's
Absolutely.
like it's you can do it and you will feel much better. I feel much better. I am so happy, you know, like I am other person, and everybody is telling me, Nilda, you look good. You know, you people seeing Instagram, oh, you really motivate me, because I don't lie. You know, I said, look, I couldn't do my myself. I did endoscopic, you know, procedure. I always say the truth, you know, it's not fair to lie and say, no, I did that just because I am doing yoga and Pilates. No, I did what I have to do. I found you, I met you, and I am so happy because it was a completely 360 in my life.
Nilda, by what you're doing, by publicizing this, you don't, I mean, I'm sure you understand how many people you're helping, because many people, they want to keep it a secret. They don't want to tell anybody. And what you're doing is amazing because you're giving a lot of people hope.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. So what do you say to people that when you do this endoscopic weight loss, you're cheating? What do you say to them?
No, I am not cheating. I am not cheating. I just realized that even though I have my son, that I went out of the hospital with, you know, like that, so skinny, so good, that then something happened in my life, my style of life, or I don't know, I was getting older or whatever, but it started, like you said, doctor, 5 pounds more. Then, oh, it's 10 pounds more.
Right.
Oh, it's already 20 pounds more. And then that's it. You don't want to see anymore the scale, because you know everything you were doing, nothing is working. You know, what worked 10 years ago doesn't work now. And I didn't cheat. I just found the safer, healthier way to take control of my weight and to realize, look, I need it. I am looking for, I choose the best option that I have. Then, you know, I feel nothing happened to me. is secure. I trust you. You did everything that you have to do. And look, my husband was like, you want to do it? Do it. He support me. And now he's like, you know, my mother, when she saw me in Christmas, because she saw me in June, and she was like, you look good. But now she said, I can't believe all your fat here, everything. I never saw you like this. I couldn't believe you were so fat. You never like that. And I can't believe you are back. You are like you were. No, it's not cheating. It's you have to find the, you know, the help that you need, and that's it.
No, I agree. I agree. You know, not only are we offering help to a much larger segment of the population, but what people have to realize that this endoscopic method, the suture sculpt, the endoscopic sleeve, it literally is 32 times safer than surgery. And that's a big deal, because if you can get a potential benefit up here and the risk is really this low, you have to embrace that. You have to embrace that. And, you know, with surgery, it definitely helps a lot of people, but there's also a lot of risk that's involved there. And that's what scares people. That's what scares people. Nilda, you are an amazing, amazing woman. I learn from you. I think that you've inspired me. I'm sure that you inspire a lot of women and men who are finding that as they get older, and you know, being 30 or 40 is not old, but they feel that they're not 18 anymore, and they feel lonely, and they feel down because they feel that there's no hope. But what you're doing is you're giving them hope, because you're saying you need some willpower. You need to understand that there's a problem. You need to correct the problem before it spirals out of control. And here is an endoscopic method. Here is a suture sculpt. Here's the endoscopic sleeve that can get you the result that you need in a safe way. And the hope that this gives to people is just amazing, because it uplifts people and it almost gives them a reason to live and want to try harder. And as you know, as you said, a healthy person is a person who can take care of her family and her loved ones, and that's what it's all about.
No, I am so happy that I met you, Natasha, Wendy. You were amazing. I remember that day that I went to your office and was close to my anniversary, and I show you the picture from my wedding. I said, oh, I want to be like this again. And I
I
am feel
remember that
happy.
night. I remember that night.
Yeah, and I feel so it's different when I go on vacation, when it's like the clothes that I take, I don't want to hire nothing. I am like, I feel good. And really, it changed my life. I always tell you, it's not because we are doing this. I always send you, Natasha, you, Wendy, thank you, because really you changed my life.
Thank you, dear. You put a huge, huge smile on my face. I really love the fact that we've stayed close together, that you give me an opportunity to keep tabs on you. And please, I would love to talk to you again in a few months, because you inspire people, especially women, to achieve, to get to what you have gotten to in life. And that's amazing.
Anytime you can call me, we can always talk, anything that you need. I am so agradecida in Spanish. I cannot tell you enough. Thank you, because you gave me my life back.
Nilda, we love you. And I know that a lot of viewers, men and women, love you too. Your husband better be really jealous.
Nice to see you, doctor.
Give your husband a big hug and a kiss from me, and I hope to see you very soon.
We have to get together.
I
Take
would
care.
love to. Have a good night, dear.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Natasha.
She's in the other room.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye, dear. Go, go.